a show from scratch, what I like to do is I like to do my research. I think it's really important to find out who created the show and why they created the show. What is the story that they're trying to tell? I also like to talk to people in different departments. What's the costume department going to be doing? What's the lighting going to be? I think those things, we all work together, and I think it's really important that we all continue talking to each other when we're designing a show. So I like to, like I said, do my research. Has anybody else done a show like this? Find out what they did, find out what worked for them and what I find might work a little bit better for us. First of all, in musical theater, it's really important that when we do a prosthetic for an actor, especially a lead, that they have full access and range to manipulate their face however they need to. So with singing, it's a lot of jaw work and that sort of thing. So in this particular case, we designed it in two pieces. So he has the face piece and he has the chin. Actually, you can see it here, the face piece and the chin, two separate pieces. Secondly, Quasimodo, our Quasimodo is, we wanted to make sure that he was a softer, sweeter Quasimodo. Obviously, we've got a lot of different Quasimodo characters over the years. In the 1939 Charles Lawton, he's a lot more grotesque. In the Disney film, he's incredibly sweet, but I kind of wanted to marry those two together a little. So in this particular case, I just needed to make sure that there was enough sweet to go along with the tortured soul that Quasimodo actually is, and David pulls that off beautifully. So not only am I the designer on the show, but I'm also running the show. So yes, I'm here every night. I work with David exclusively. We get here at 6:30, and I am with him from 6:30 all the way to the end of the show. Every time he comes off stage, I'm right there to make sure that he has that his face is in good shape, because it takes a lot out of him. It's very sweaty out there on that outdoor stage with underneath those lights. So every time he comes off, I'm always making sure that his piece is in good condition. I blot him down so that he's not as sweaty, hand him his water if he needs it, and just basically anything he needs, I'm just on the side of the stage waiting for him when he comes off. There's something about like creating something with a group of people, and there's a tremendous sense of pride and family that goes along with that. Being able to bask in that with my fellow designers and all being able to like congratulate each other on working through it, because some of these processes can be really daunting. But there's probably no sweeter joy than seeing everything culminate and come together, and everybody get to reap that reward together.
We have with the wig for Quasimodo, a lot of it's just based off of the cartoon. So it was just a matching of color and coming up and with a feel of the same texture of the hair. Because a lot of it, two things went into it. This is a hand-tied wig, and it's actually specifically built for his head because it actually has more volume to it. It's not a very tight fitting. You probably love it because it's so loose fitting that it lets air go through to keep him, because that was considerations. So if you were to look at the wig off his head, it's actually much bigger than any other wig will be. And it's actually, I specifically dyed this color to get a feel, because it's kind of a weirdish orangey brown with a little bit of red. And under the stage lightings, I just wanted something that would always give him a warmth. Keep him, because we're told never to let him become a per se monster or grotesque. We just want to have some warmth. There's supposed to be an innocence about him. There's supposed to be something very embraceable about him, even though he is disfigured. So that was why I went for this color. And it was actually a hard color to get, because this is human hair. This is all done with human hair, but the color is actually not like is not like a Miss Clairol number 482. It's actually a RIT dyed wig, so I was doing fabric dyes to get this color, because you can dye human hair because it's a natural protein like wool or cotton. How long have I been working in the field? I've been working in San Diego for over 22 years. I work for a lot of the theaters here in town. And I also work at San Diego State University, and I teach wig and makeup design there too. So
I work here regionally in different theaters in Southern California, so MTW and 3DT, and just got done doing Beauty and the Beast at 5-Star Theatricals. And obviously down here in San Diego, which is super important, and I'm finally getting to do more down here. So in addition, I also do a lot of workshops for youth. I find it really important to educate young people about theater and some of the more specific areas like doing makeup in theater. I didn't know that this kind of thing could be a career when I was that age, and I really want to be able to share that with younger people so that they know that you have a lot of different paths creatively that you can choose.
Come gather round, hey!